You know what no one talks about? Toxic friendships, okay? Especially that ones that comes in the way of smile, inside jokes, and fake sisterhood, okay? And I used to believe if someone calls you their best friend, they completely mean it. Like I thought love meant loyalty, but sometimes these snakes don't hiss. Instead they hug, and these hugs really felt very warm when you're with them, like until you realize that you're being slowly suffocated. I had friends who laughed at me, okay, laughed with me, studied and pretended to the root for me, okay. They did all these things, and but when I started shining, like I started shining this little bit, I started shining a little bit. They like shift. They are totally completely shifted. They shifted, okay. They shifted in overnight. That's when I realized that this is a snake friendship and I need to remove it. Suddenly, my good news was too much for them. Like whenever I get something in my life, right? Whenever I succeed, like whenever I get something, okay, they'll be like, oh, that is too much for you. Didn't even put any effort, but you are having it. Like what the fuck? How can someone get something without doing anything? Okay, if you have to get something, you have to do something, right? So if I'm getting something, so I have did and I have completely put in my effort, so I deserve it, okay. And I know these is the snakes were telling me that it seems like you didn't even did anything, but you are getting something and you don't deserve it. At first I didn't get it, like this was toxic one, so I was started thinking like what if I was the problem, and I was dimmed, so I dimmed myself and made myself small to make them comfortable. And that's when I realized that I wasn't in a friendship, I was in a competition I was signed up for. See, real friends don't keep score. Real friends celebrate your wins and their own wins, okay? Real friends ask how you are doing, not just what you can do for them, okay? But these snakes, okay? Let me talk about these snakes actually. They feed on your light, okay? They feed on your light, okay? And then they smile when you're stuck. Obviously, I have seen this so many times, like once I was stuck in my life, and they'll know what is happening in my life. Obviously, since they are in my circle, they know obviously what is going with my life. So they know I was getting stuck and I was sad, and I can't keep it moving. I was feeling okay, I was feeling disturbed and sitting so worried about my life. And you know what, they just came to me and told me, your life was so good and so smooth. Like what the fuck, you know everything, like what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through, and what I'm doing now. Like you know everything, but still they didn't even come and gave their shoulder to rely on. Like I don't even want anyone's shoulder to rely on, I have my own. But still you told me that you are my friend, okay, and I believed that. But what they did is they came up to me and your life was so smooth and good. Like what the fuck, this is how they act, okay. If this way someone is acting upon you, like towards you in your friend circle, immediately cut off them, like cut off them immediately, okay. They are snake and you are in a toxic friendship. And when you leave them because they were too toxic for you, but you know what, they will act like you are the fake one, okay. Like every toxic people do this, okay. They will be toxic to you when they were with you, and when you leave them for your own good, they will be like, they act like you are the fake one, you are the toxic one, and this is completely normal, okay. Because this is what toxic people do. You know why they act like this? Because in their world being real is a threat, okay. So if you are listening to it and you have been going through it, and maybe you are still in that toxic friendships, I just want you to know you are not bitter, okay. You are not bitter, you are not overthinking, you are healing, okay. We are all healing ourselves, okay. You are recognizing what you deserve, okay. When you start to recognize what you deserve, okay, because we all deserve better, okay. So when we start recognizing what we deserve, we'll start to recognizing these signs, like why these people are acting like this, and we'll completely able to see these toxic things in people, okay. And you're learning that not everyone who sits at your table deserves a seat. You don't shrink for love, you don't have to make your success a bit sized, so it's easier for others to digest, make it big, make it better, and you're completely allowed to walk away from that sugar coated cruelty. So here's what you can do now. You need to deep clean your circle. You're gonna pour love into people who will pour it back to you. You gonna set small goals that's yours, okay? Not for validation, not to prove anything, just to become who we are meant to be and a better version of ourselves. And most importantly, we need to forgive ourselves for not seeing these red flags sooner. Because when you're a good person, you don't expect a hug from a Venom, right? And that's not the end of your story. That's the beginning of your comeback. And we are not gonna take revenge, and we are not gonna behave toxic for them, because you know what is the best revenge? Becoming the better version of yourselves, and that will kill the toxic people. You don't have to worry about these things like why do I always get a toxic friend and a fake friend, okay? Like, because this happens every time with my life. Mostly I'll attract these toxic peoples. They'll come and stay as friend, and then they'll show who they are. So that is completely normal, okay? That is completely normal, and there's no issues with yourself. So come back, focus on yourself, study, heal. So rise anyway, shine louder than their silence, love deeper but wiser, okay? Protect your peace at any cost. Okay, we came to end of our video. I hope you liked. If you are going through things like this, I hope you'll be better soon. Okay, because I have been going through this a lot actually. So if you are having any doubts, and if you want more motivation on anything, comment me below. Okay, I'll make it. Okay, thank you for listening and have a better day.